Support. Give us a subscribe. Hello and welcome. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's the third day of October 2022. It's about 70 degrees and sunny here at Site B. The sun is up. The sky is blue. People are complaining about the hobby and posting videos with completely wrong information. So, yeah, nothing has changed. I know you probably went to bed last night thinking, oh, tomorrow things will be different. No, they're not. That said, it's time for some tabletop role-playing game news. Yay, news. What's going on in the world? Hey, did you know that Hasbro and Disney are releasing a series of not really good-looking figures? The Dungeons & Dragons Saturday morning cartoon figure line, the first two, Venger and Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master figure is kind of creepy, and the Venger figure, well, it looks kind of like the thing you'd see at the shelves of a Disney, merch store. It's really low quality for a lot of money. I mean, if you compare the figure to the Lightning Collection stuff and the stuff they just announced at HasbroCon, it really goes to show where Hasbro's focuses on quality for action figures, and it ain't these, because the new Lightning Strike Power Ranger stuff and the new Transformers stuff that they announced at Hasbro PulseCon over the weekend, oh, those look amazing. And we have the 30th anniversary of Power Rangers coming up. Yay! We'll talk about that. Anything else going on? Hey, did you know one D&D second round of playtest has gone live last week? In case you didn't, there's a really creepy video with Jeremy Crawford being interviewed talking about the new playtest and the 3 new expert classes, which already are being told should be called the infiltrator classes. The Bard, Ranger, and Rogue, how they're changing, how they're staying the same. Why are they called the expert classes? Because each one of the classes gets the expertise ability at either first or second level. I don't know why they did this. I mean, other than it sounds really familiar. It's not like there's another system that, called them experts. Warrior, caster, expert. Was there? No, there was True 20. No, there's never. No, completely new. So that's up. It'll be running through the end of October with the playtest packet up on October 30th, just in time for Halloween. And then the playtest packet will run for a week, and then they'll extend it like they did last one. And then we'll have the next playtest round sometime mid to late November. Free League and Demiplane announced the release of 2 digital tool sets for Nexus, Alien RPG, and Mutant U-Zero. This is for the Nexus VTT set, which is a online gamey thing, kind of like D&D Beyond, but for aliens. So that's cool, I guess. They're also taking pre-orders for the Lord of the Rings 5e adaptation of the One Ring RPG, the 236-page core rulebook featuring everything you need to do to run the Lord of the Rings and 5e D20. I don't know if that's the best system for Lord of the Rings, but it certainly is close. So yeah, which is interesting because another company now owns the rights to Lord of the Rings and making Lord of the Rings role-playing. So I don't know how this is going to affect Free Leagues and their deal with the Lord of the Rings One Ring stuff. It'll be interesting to see what happens next year, the fight over the rights for Lord of the Rings, while Amazon apparently continues to ruin it. Owlcat Games and Pazio have announced a console release of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, along with a free update for the PC edition. The console release is now available digitally through PlayStation Store, Xbox Game Store, and Nintendo Switch Cloud Streaming. Includes all the free DLC. So if you want to play some Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous on your PlayStation or whatever, now you can. The sale ends in a couple days. WizKids has announced a whole bunch of new figures. We got 10 new figures coming out in the Marvelous Miniatures series, including Seal Fighter, Waterweird, Pixie, Death Knight, Piercers, Peritons, Lokoth, and Seal, Merfolk, Shogun, and Draconian Dread Knight. I probably said those horribly wrong. Perytons, Prytons, Locos, Locathah, and of course Swaggin, which are the shark people, one of my favorites. Prices range from $4.99 to $14.99. Then we got some more of the bigger ones. We got some new figures for people coming out in 2023. We got Halfling Wizard. I mean, I suppose there's nothing that says you can't be a Halfling Wizard. I just don't think I've ever seen anybody play one. But, you know. High Elf Warlock, Shifter Fighter, Orc Fighter, Half-Light Rogue. I don't know what a Half-Light is. Must be a new race. Asmir Cleric Male, and Earth Genasi Fire. Sorry, Asmirs, you don't exist anymore. You were replaced. Oh, well. I'm sure your figures will still be good. And then over at the pre-painted Warband one, we have a Mimic Colony Warband. This collection features mimics in the shape of a chest, barrel, table, flower pot, chair, wardrobe, and bearskin rug. The Mimic Colony Warband will be available in June of next year and will be $60. And then we have Zogopni, Demon Queen of Fungi, coming out in April of 2023. This is a 5-inch tall figure that's relating for $50. So if you've ever wanted a figure of the Demon Queen of Fungus, because I guess it's not Jubilix. I always thought Jubilix was the Demon King of oozes, slimes, jellos, fungus, and stuff like that. But nope. These Mimic figures range from hilarious to creepy to awful. But it's nice to see a variation on the, just Mimic pretending to be it's a chest. We got a Mimic pretending to be a table, a Mimic pretending to be a barrel, a Mimic pretending to be a chair, a Mimic pretending to be a wardrobe. Mimics, man. I guess they're way more popular than I ever thought. I'll post a link to the picture if you want to see them. And speaking of figures that you did not know you needed, but yes, you obviously need this. Dark Dice is kickstarting a figure of Jeff Goldblum. Now, if you're wondering why Jeff Goldblum has earned himself a D&D figure, it's because Goldblum appeared in the cast member of the Let's Play podcast series The Long Road last year. It's don't have a price yet, but it's a figure of Jeff Goldblum as a sorcerer. And I mean, really, it's Jeff Goldblum. Who doesn't want Jeff Goldblum as a figure in their game, in their life? It's Jeff Goldblum. Twitch channel Roll for Good announced their Halloween Hijacks 2022 event to raise money for United Kingdom's LGBTQ charities. This is a day-long marathon will take place on October 22nd. And it'll be all of D&D stuff, including 3 people who I've never heard of. Sophia, Luke, and Josh, who are the GM lineups for this, who I guess are on the Roll for Good Twitch channel. I don't know. It's charity, I guess, but you know how I feel about these charity things. If you're going to give to the charity, why don't you just give to the charity directly than indirectly through, a video or a podcast or a bundle or something? That's what I say. And you know what charity you should support? Me. Anything else going on in the world of gaming? It looks like it's maybe the anniversary of when Ed sold Forgotten Realms to TSR. It was a $5,000 contract. $5,000. I wonder how much Forgotten Realms would be worth now. Probably way more than $5,000, Ed. But hey, $5,000 back in that day, I guess, was a lot of money. Looks like there's a new version of Troika coming out, and there's a review of it up. If you ever want to find out anything about Acid Fantasy and Troika, check out my buddy R.R. Rasputin. Let's see. Anything else? No. Yeah. Apparently, not much news. Yeah. Hey, did you know that the new 1 D&D expert class playtest document is live? Because I'm sure nobody's mentioned that. Not a lot of news this week, which is strange considering we were going into the holiday season, but then maybe not so strange considering the state of the industry. Till next time, If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you want to see anything change, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe or support the OGGM Adventures, it's not too late. Subscribe and support. And with the holidays coming up and you want to get somebody that gift that they never knew they needed that isn't a Jeff Goldblum action figure, why don't you head on over to my merch site at Teespring and pick yourself up some official OGGM West Coast Grognard merch. Yeah. Or my very first published adventure over at Big Geek Emporium. Oh, look, it's Steve. Hi, Steve. Exclusive to Big Geek Emporium. So, yeah, if you've ever wanted to read some adventure type stuff that I wrote, that's up live. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. Have a great week. Stay safe. And get out of my pumpkin patch, you damn Halloween kids.